if you are looking for that WaterWave look, all you have to do is take a spray bottle and a diamond brush and just...
Man, this shit is messing with my pictures.
What is up, you guys? It is me, Tanishia, and I am back with another video. Hey, girl. Hey. So as you can see, I have my box ready, and that means we finna get to work. In my hand, I have a beauty that is great for the summertime. Now, summertime for me is curly girl season, and I'm finna be coming through with a lot of the curly looks. So y'all prepare yourselves. This girl right here is Luvme Hair's PreMax WaterWave Glueless Flexi-Fit Invisible Drawstring 13x4 Frontal Wig. They got all types of other stuff. Fluffy curly wig, pre-cut, all of that stuff. This is a PreMax WaterWave wig. She's a 13x4, so let's get into that. 13x4, so she does go ear to ear. She is pre-everything, pre-cut. Well, nope, she ain't pre-cut, so we're gonna have to cut her this time. But she is a 13x4 PreMax wig, which means that no plucking, no bleaching, no any of that. Get into those knots. I'm gonna have to cut my lace today, which I'm a little excited about that because I haven't gotten to cut my lace in a very long time. I don't know if that has made me lazy because I'm kind of like, oh, or if I'm just excited because I get to do what I want to now. Get into this lace, get into those knots. They are pre-bleached. If you want to go in and bleach a little bit more, you can do so. If you want to pluck it a little bit more, I think I'm going to do a little bit more work on this wig just to make it look a little bit more natural to me. Then again, I'm looking at it and I probably won't have to, but we have our flexi drawstring here, which means we can pull Miss Girl into a ponytail and be so excited about it. So let's get into this install. We're going to move from this location to one where it is more suiting for us to be getting ready. Okay, so ideally, this is a pre-plucked wig, but I just don't like the straightness of this hairline up in here. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna take out a little bit so that my hairline can look more realistic and not like straight line across like you see here. I don't like that. So I'm gonna fix that to my liking. And this is what I say when I tell you guys that your wigs will sometimes need TLC. Now, will I say this is a beginner-friendly wig? Yes, if you are somebody who just don't mind the hairline looking like this. No, if you are somebody that don't know how to pluck or do anything like that. I'm not gonna go through a whole tutorial because I've done that on this channel before, and maybe I'll do a whole video on just like tutorial on plucking again, just to renew and update. But as for right now, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and go off camera, pluck it, and get it situated. But I just wanted you guys, because I like to be transparent on here, I just wanted you guys to know that is something that I did. Okay, so I will be wearing my bald cap today, and I will be gluing my wig down with Erica J's Hold Me Down. So if y'all don't know, just go to her website, Erica J Products, type it in Google. It'll bring up her whole product line. That's the only glue I use. I don't use anything else outside of that. Even in the glueless sprays, when I tell y'all about glueless sprays, outside of Erica J and my friend A Special, I do not use any other products to hold my wigs down when I do decide that I want to lay them. So just so y'all know about that, that's the only products I use. I didn't do a lot of plucking to my wig. I did pluck some, but I was a little scared because she is a little fragile because she is pre-plucked already. So I didn't want to remove too much hair to where it just looks wiggy or looks bald in certain spots. So I did just a minimum because, as you can see, it's still pre-cut. Now we are going to put her on because I haven't shown y'all her on the head yet, on my head. She also does come with an adjustable strap in a separate package. So if you don't see it in your wig when you open your box, she is inside your box. And this one is a really cute look. They done branded the little adjustable band. That is cute. I like that. That's really, really nice. So I'm going to put that in here to give me an extra snug hold on my head. And it'll give something for my comb in the back of my wig to hold on to outside of my hair, because I've been having trouble with my locks in the back of my head where I keep putting the comb back there and they come loose. So I'm gonna put the band in and put my comb up under my band. Put this on just like this. Typical turn your wig inside out. And then pull it forward just like this. Don't hook your combs yet. Just make sure your wig is comfortable. You get plenty of a lace to cut. So that is kind of a plus as well, especially for those who want some room to be able to customize. That is great. But I'm finna get some of this off of here because I can't function like this. So I'm not going to cut too much of it off. I'm just going to cut a little bit so I can see what I am doing while I'm gluing and doing all that extra goodness. Okay. Okay. Now, what I typically do when it comes to this part, especially when I get ready to glue my wigs down, I cut my wigs into 3 sections. So when I get ready to glue, I can glue them in these sections and it's easier to maneuver. Now, if you want to do more sections, especially over by your ears, you can, but 3 is usually enough for me to see what I have going on with the wig. I am seeing that I probably won't even have to put any extra nothing on the lace because the lace seems pretty good. It was like a little brown. It's like a little brown lace. So I do like that about this wig as well. So let's get into, I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Clean off my skin a little bit. Clean it up just a little bit. And I did pull my wig above my hairline. Make sure you do that. Pull your wig above your hairline so you don't be getting no glue in your hair and pulling your hair out later. So I clean my skin off with my skin guard. I don't have any alcohol, but typically I would use alcohol. But get into this. Get into how fluffy this hair is. This hair is really nice and fluffy. I like big hair, especially when I start losing weight and my face is a little bit more slim. Something about big fluffy hair, I can't explain it. Now that my scar has dried, I'm going to go in with a little bit of my glue, starting in this front. I'm going to get this portion first because, again, I do my stuff in sections. I don't just go all the way across because you never know how it's going to fit. So just dab, 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 dab. Small, thin layers of glue. And I do a couple of layers because I don't plan on wearing this overnight. I just want it for now. And then later on tonight when I get undressed and get ready for bed, I'm taking it off. And I don't want too much glue that I have to clean up and do all that extra stuff too as well. So yeah, just a little bit, just enough to hold me through the day. Maybe 2 thin layers of glue. And that's about it. So now I am just going ahead and laying my hair in its glue, with my lace in its glue. Again, I didn't do too much because I don't plan on keeping this on all day. All night or a couple of days. I just did enough to last me through the day. So press that in there. Make sure if you are laying it in glue that none of your hair gets up under the lace part where the glue is, because that will make you have a line of demarcation and it's hard to get that hair from up under there once it is there. So be very gentle and very careful when you are doing this, okay? Make sure why do I keep saying Drew? What is wrong with me? Make sure your glue dries clear, completely clear before you start laying her in there, because that can also cause problems when it comes to trying to blend it with your head. You hear me? Clear. Okay, so now for this ear part. This ear part is tricky for me because I don't like for the wigs to be on my sideburns, but I don't want to disconnect it too far from the cap simply because of the drawstring in here. So make sure when you carve around, you find that lace that's right in there. You see how it's on my ear? So I'm just going to cut around that area and try to keep it intact. I might have to go down a little bit more, which is unfortunate for me, but it's okay because it all works out in the end. When we pull that drawstring is going to help us hold a little bit better. So I'm going to cut this off. And I just like the fact that they do still, like I said, they do give you extra room to play with. So put this behind my ear. So that is sitting there. Lay that down flat and boom. So now we have easy access around the ear. I'm going to cut a little bit more of this lace off right here. And then I'm going to lay that down. Going to do the same thing to this side. Map out where my ear is, where the wig is laying on top of my ear. Map out where I want my sideburns to be. And then cut that off as well. Pushing that behind my ear. Making sure everything is laying the way it's supposed to lay so that it looks realistic when I pull it up into a ponytail. Okay, so get into this. Get into it, get into it, get into it. I'm gonna switch it around so before I go in and manipulate any further, I just want you guys to see this right here. This is the drawstring. When it says the Flexi, when it says the Flexi drawstring, This is what they are referring to. This thing, you just pull it, pull. You take your comb out. This is why I said don't tuck your comb yet. You take your comb out and you tuck that where your comb is so that it doesn't come out. And you just stick it under there and boom. So the Flexi-Fit band definitely comes in handy. I will show that in a clearer view in a little bit. But next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and tie my hair down for a little bit so that I can get the best out of my lay. And then we'll come back later and I will show you guys what this wig is a really giving once she has been laid. Once she has been laid down, she is going to give everything that we need her to give. So now we have banded for an hour. We're going to cut this lace in zigzag motions. Be careful not to cut your head. Got that. Make sure that is laying how it's supposed to be laying. Move to the side. If it is lace that does not have hair, just cut that off because you don't really need it. But okay, so this is what my hairline is giving right now. We're gonna go in here, pull this down because you have already seen it up in a ponytail. We're gonna go and brush this out and spray it and style it a little bit to make it look a little bit more real. And we're gonna talk about it, okay? So as you can see in natural lighting, just sunlight, nothing else, nothing more, nothing less, you can see she looks very realistic. So I'm brushing her out because they said she gets fluffy. And for the most part, I love big hair, especially big hair that looks natural. And she looks really natural. So she does get fluffy. Really fluffy. I think I should clip some of the ends off. But even with her getting fluffy, she is soft. It's still lightweight, very lightweight and pretty. Get into that. Get into how the little waves are in here. If you saw me on any other given day, you probably wouldn't know that I was wearing a wig. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't be able to tell. So if you are looking for that WaterWave look, all you have to do is take a spray bottle and a Denman brush and just spray it really good. Make sure she is nice and saturated. Then comb her through. And just spray that. I'm gonna go off camera and do it because this is a lot of hair. I don't want to take up too much time trying to spray and come through. But you just spray. I got one of the continuous sprayers. Spray and brush throughout your whole entire head, and you get the wet look. And so here is our wet look. This is what she is giving when she is semi-wet, not fully wet. I didn't drench her in actual water, but I did wet her enough to get the curls to pop a little bit more. Maybe I probably need to wet this part a little bit more. But for the most part, this is our wet look is giving. Now, if you want to keep this wet look, get you some mousse. I'll say Design Essentials is a really, really good. Nairobi is a really, really good. Get you some mousse to keep it in this wet look state. That way, it'll last all day. Unless you're running your fingers through it, it won't get all puffy like how you saw before if you are a girly who is scared of big hair. But this is what she is giving. I do rate this. Let me see. I rate this an 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10 because I had to cut her myself and I had to do the whole little stuff around the ear. But for the most part, she is still in the running for a great wig. Do you get shedding? Yes, there is minimal shedding in this wig. That is a given. Shampoo your wig before you put her on. If I had shampooed her before I actually put her on, I probably would have given her a 9. And because I had to pluck. So that's why she got an 8.5. I did pluck a little bit more of the hairline because I didn't like how the hairline was looking when I first got her out. All in all, outside of all the TLC, she would get a 10 out of 10. But because I do have to give a little bit more extra TLC than I would my usual wigs, she does get an 8.5. Still great. I still recommend this wig 100% because I'm damn sure finna wear her today. Yes, I'm finna be outside with her today. And can't nobody tell me, y'all know, this ain't my hair. So that is it. That is all. All the information to this wig will be in my description box as well as my comments for those of you who cannot find the description box. The information, the links, and the coupon code. Use the coupon code. I stress this in every one of my videos. Ladies, use that coupon code. Just like a game show. Use that coupon code because it comes in handy. My coupon code takes off more % than you actually get on the website, which is a plus, and it lets me know that you are watching me, supporting me, and all of the above. I greatly appreciate all the ladies who have used my coupon code before. Kisses to you. That's it. That's all. And as usual, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.